Hello and welcome to WHSH TV. I'm Camden Long and with me is Elena Thorne. Coming up on today's show, we will talk to our fellow classmate Peyton Summers Ponce about her trip to compete in the Miss Teen pageant coming up during the week of Thanksgiving. We will also learn the art of smoking good barbecue with the legendary Big Al at Big Al's Barbecue in Washington.
In sports, the Lady Hatchets are rolling with a 2-0 start after winning at home on Tuesday night, and the weather is cooler but still not bad as we are now midway through November. We will have details on the weekend forecast later in the show.
All that and much more. It's Friday, November 13th, and you're watching WHSH TV. Today is Friday the 13th, long considered a day of bad luck. Friday the 13th has inspired many superstitions and even a horror movie franchise. Negative superstitions have swirled around the number 13 for centuries, including walking under a ladder, crossing paths with a black cat, or breaking a mirror. The history of the unlucky dates all the way back to biblical times. While the number 13 has long-standing negative associations, Friday's negative associations are weaker, but some say it also dates back to biblical times. However you feel about the day, just be safe and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. One of our fellow students in the radio TV class has an exciting trip coming up over the Thanksgiving break. Peyton Summers Ponce will be competing in the National American Miss Teen pageant in Orlando, Florida. We talked to Peyton about what will take place during the busy week.
I am your 2020 National American Miss Indiana Teen, Peyton Summers Ponce, and for the next few weeks I will be preparing for nationals as I go to Orlando, Florida to compete for the title of National American Miss Teen. I started doing pageants at a fairly young age, but I didn't really start to take them serious until I started in the MAO organization when I was 12 and I competed in my first big pageant there. And then I started with the National American Miss organization last year, received first runner-up, and then won this year. My first big pageant win that I won would probably have been Miss Daviess County. And through that, I won in 2019, and I got the opportunity to represent the county. I do pageants for many reasons, but probably one of the main reasons that I do them is because there is a lot of scholarship opportunity that comes along with them, as well as preparing you for the future. My favorite thing about doing pageants is probably the public speaking, because if you ask anyone who knows me, I like to talk. Pageants actually do a very good job at preparing you for many things within the future. You have to compete and interview, and when you are applying for a job, you have to do an interview, so I feel as if pageants prepare you for that and make you more comfortable.
Good luck, Peyton. We are all rooting for you and wish you the best of luck in the competition. Thanks for representing Daviess County with dignity and grace. While barbecues are normally a summer tradition, we felt it was time to review the art of smoking good barbecue. We went to the source to find out just how to create the perfect smoked delicacy with our good friend Alan Brown at Big Al's Smokin' Barbecue.
We serve here at Big Al's is smoked meats, so it's low and slow. We have pork, which is pulled pork, chicken, brisket, which is this, and we do some grilled cheeses that we put that smoked meat into. Where did the name Big Al's come from? Well, right here is part of it, Big, and my name is Alan, short is Al, so Big Al's. When I was in high school, that's what a lot of people called me, so kind of took that nickname and ran with it. Okay, what are hours? Well, we're kind of by appointment only. We do catering, we do our food truck at events, and then we're open occasionally on our lot here when we're not too extremely busy. But, you know, wanting to know our operating hours, if you go to www.bigalsmokingbbq.com, that's where our calendar is kept up to date. How has COVID affected our Big Al's? Not a whole lot, because, you know, this is kind of a business built for this type of environment of selling food. We're in a truck. The people are social distance from us. They come pick it up. We don't really have a large amount of seating where someone could sit down. So it's kind of built for
Thanks for the time, Alan. We are all now very hungry. Big Al is taking reservations now for your food for your holiday gatherings. There is a lot of confusion regarding isolation and quarantine with the coronavirus, so we wanted to take some time to go over the vocabulary. Isolation is keeping the infected person away from others, even in their home. Isolation is for a period of 10 days. Quarantine is keeping someone who might have been exposed to the virus away from the others. Quarantine helps prevent the spread of the disease that can occur before a person knows they have symptoms or know they are sick. If a person in quarantine gets tested, they still must complete the 14-day quarantine period, even if they get negative test results. For the sake of your family, friends, and loved ones, please stay home if you are sick or if you have been told to isolate or quarantine. Wear a mask if you are around others, wash your hands frequently, and avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Avoid close contact with people who are sick or have been exposed to the virus. Cover your coughs or sneezes, and clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces several times a day. Coming up after the break, Elena Thorne will have a brief look at your weekend forecast. Stay tuned. You are watching WHSH TV.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions.
Good luck, big guy.
His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do.
Mom!
See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Welcome back to WHSH. I'm Elena Thorne, and here's your news. So the current weather right now is sunny, and it is 52, and tonight there'll be some clouds, and the low will be 28. Tomorrow you're looking at a 50% chance of rain, and the high will be 55 and the low 46. Sunday will be mostly sunny, and the high will be 53 and the low will be 32. That is WHSH, your weather. We'll be right back.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
This week, we visit with Mr. Scott Knighty and talk about his new role as the academic advisor at Washington Junior High in our Teacher Spotlight.
My name is Mr. Knighty. I'm the junior high academic advisor. This is our first year doing this after 19 years as a teacher here at Washington Community Schools. I taught U.S. history for 19 years before this, so this is a whole different thing for me. All right, so I went to Indiana State University to do my undergraduate degree, and I did my master's and my principal license program through Indiana Wesleyan. I went to North Davis High School. All right, so my new position here at Washington, academic advisor. I make schedules and in charge of the state testing and different things like that. So my wife is Starla, and I have 2 sons, Bryson, who's a sophomore, and Brant, who's an 8th grader, and I have my daughter Malie, who's a 4th grader at Beagle.
Congratulations on your new job, Mr. Knighty. Thanks for taking the time to visit with us here at WHSH. In our senior spotlight this week, we talked to another senior class member here at WHS, Isaac Barnard. Isaac plays baseball and has been the region president of BPA while here at Washington High School. We spoke to Isaac about his high school career and his plans for the future.
Hi, I'm Isaac Barnard, and I'm a senior at Washington High School. I plan to attend college at either IU, USI, or ISU. I plan to major in biology. After college, I plan on working in the medical field. My favorite high school memory, similarly to Trey Reed, is winning the baseball sectional. I managed to stay at the top of the class all through high school because my parents have been known to put a lot of pressure on me throughout the years. Yeah, it works, gets the job done, but mostly through the help of my mom and dad. Hi.
Thanks, Isaac, and good luck on all your future plans. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has reared its ugly head and caused yet another cancellation this year. The annual Downtown Washington Christmas Parade has been canceled for this year. The Main Street stores are still open, and many have already started their Black Friday sales. Be sure to always shop local first and support your downtown merchants this holiday season. The Christmas parades in Lagodi and Odin are so far still planned for later this month and the 1st of December. Coming up after the break, we'll have a more detailed look at the latest in sports this week with Olivia Devine. You are watching WHSH TV.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ollie Devine with WHSH Sports. The Washington Lady Hatchets are rolling early on the basketball court. After an opening win on the road last Saturday over North Knox, the Lady Hatchets continued their winning ways Tuesday night in their home opener, defeating South Knox 62-33 at the Hatchet House. Elena Thorne led all scorers with 23 points, while Concia Levasseur had 18 and Jade Browning added 13. Washington also honored the senior members before the game, Alita Adradanoska and Jade Browning. The Lady Hatchets are now 2-0 and will have a long break before returning to action 1 week ago from today at Sullivan. The New England Patriots won't be allowed to have fans at any home games this season at the Gillett Stadium. Team officials announced this week they have been informed by the governor's office that an executive order was issued prohibiting large capacity venues from opening to the public for the remainder of the 2020 NFL season. Officials are working closely with the advisory board to safely reopen the stadium next year. There will be less college football to watch this weekend. 3 SEC games are being postponed due to player testing positive. The conference announced the game between Auburn and Mississippi State was postponed, and the LSU versus Alabama game and the Texas A&M and Tennessee game have also been canceled for tomorrow. In baseball, 2 coaches were named Coach of the Year this week. Tampa Bay Rays head coach Kevin Cash was crowned with the American League honor. Cash guided the Rays to a division title as well as the best regular season record at 40-20. Over in the National League, the honor was given to Evansville, Indiana native Don Mattingly with the Miami Marlins. Mattingly completed his first winning season with the team in 5 years, despite being hit hard with COVID-19 earlier in the season. That's sports. Reporting for WHSH, I'm Ollie Devine. We will be back to wrap up the news right after this.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Hey, this job looks perfect. It says you need people skills? Check. Driver's license? Check. And a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that. You are good to go.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
I'm Alan Brown. I'm the Washington City Council President for this year. On the second and fourth Monday of each month, WHSH Broadcasting is going to be streaming live the Washington City Council meeting at 6:30 p.m. So please tune in, or you can also watch it later at WHSH Broadcasting. So go to YouTube, look them up, hit the little subscribe button, and then the little bell so it reminds you when we come on live.
Thanks for coming in for the interview.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, we got your personal references, your resume, high school diploma or equivalent.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Yes, it's right there.
Great.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to WHSH TV. Let's take a look at our extended weather forecast. So over here in the East Coast, you can see there are a lot of low pressure systems and there's very much overcast. And over on the West Coast, you can see there's some rain and there's low pressure systems down in South and Texas. And that is your extended weather forecast. So currently the temperature is of high would be 63 and the low will be 33 and mostly sunny with a low chance of rain. The current conditions are the high will be 52 and the low will be 28, and right now it is sunny and tonight there will be some clouds. The weekend outlook, so there's a 50% chance of rain on Saturday and the high will be 55 and the low will be 46. On Sunday it will be mostly sunny and the high will be 53 and the low will be 32. That is your weekend outlook here on WHSH. We will come back and we will find out what is on student minds this week with the Hallway Beat. You're watching WHSH TV.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly. Tiana gave her pet the royal treatment. Belle found beauty where no one else did. And you can too. Share your heart. Share your love. Bring home your forever friend. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
We are back this week with another installment of the Hallway Beat here at WHSH. Let's see what the students have going on around the halls.
How do you think Peyton Summers is going to do at her pageant?
Well, it seems that she's pretty dedicated to it, so hopefully she wins and represents Indiana very well. Personally, I think I should be on that stage, but if she's got to do it, she better win. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I think you should be out there too, Wade. Thank you. Hello, Consia. I have a question for you today. How do you think Peyton is going to do at her pageant?
Peyton is going to do fantastic. She is so cute and great, and she's going to win.
Okay, you ready? Allie, I have a little question for you today. How do you think Peyton is going to do at her pageant?
I think she's going to do amazing. I think she's just going to win the whole thing. She's probably going to be Miss America.
We're hoping for that. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hi, how do you think that Peyton is going to do at her pageant coming up?
I feel like she's going to do pretty well. I mean, she's probably performed well in the past, so I feel like she's going to do well again.
All right, thank you. And how do you feel about it?
I think she'll do pretty good. You know, I really don't know, but I hope she does good.
All right, thank you too. Let's go to Mr. Stallman's. Hey, I have a question for you today. How do you think Peyton is going to do at her pageant?
I think she's going to win because Indiana is the best, and Peyton is from Indiana.
What is up? What? About Peyton. About Peyton Summers going to the pageant.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Is this live?
Elena, how do you feel Peyton's going to do at this pageant?
I think Peyton will do great. She's been doing pageants her whole life and well experienced at them.
I agree 100%. On behalf of our entire team here at WHSH on the campus of Washington High School, we would like to thank everyone for watching. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week here on WHSH TV.